What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Shane Walters here, and this is the Sharkpool Gaming Friday Countdown. The Friday Countdown is a show that we're going to be releasing every Friday where I take 5 of the most interesting news stories of the week, and I'll be presenting them to you and talking them over with you real quick. Just knock them out, and then we'll get on with our business. Number 5, we've got Nintendo galore. Nintendo is all over the place right now, and they had a direct last week, and they have some more little details trickle out throughout the week. One of the main things was there's a rumor that Nintendo is publishing Beyond Good and Evil 2. Now that is strictly a rumor from an inside source, but it seems to be pretty credible. It would make sense since they're working on their NX and they're hoping to have a home run with that console. So, and we continue on, the Nintendo Direct, it focused a lot on a little bit of the Wii U games, but mostly on the 3DS. It talked about bringing SNES, Super Nintendo games, to emulate them on the new 3DS. So I finally have a reason for buying a new 3DS. I already own one, but I finally kind of have a reason. So the games that they listed were F-Zero, Super Mario World, the Earthbound, and Zelda: A Link to the Past. So those are some of the SNES games that you can look forward to playing if you bought one of the new one of the new 3DSs like I did. So now we have a reason to do that. And also, Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven is coming back. Thank you. I love that game. Number 4, Mass Effect Andromeda is officially kind of delayed. We're not really sure. Well, according to the executive over at EA, he had a little press conference, and during that he mentioned that Mass Effect would be coming out during Q4 for their company, and Q4 means that ranges from January 2017 to March 2017. So it looks like that game is not going to hit the release window that they envisioned before. Surprise, surprise, but it's alright. Like Mr. Miyamoto has said, a bad game that gets released early is bad forever. A delayed game eventually gets good. So, number 3, this is a huge one for me. Monster Hunter Cross, Monster Hunter X, or whatever you want to call it, from Japan is getting localized and has now changed the name to Monster Hunter Generations. Not really sure why the name changed. I really did like the Monster Hunter X, that was pretty cool, but it is now coming over to North America and Europe. And it is going to be released in summer 2016. So this is really awesome. But the one thing to notice about this is that it's not an Ultimate Edition. It's like whenever we got Monster Hunters in the past, Monster Hunter 3 and 4, it was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So these were the kind of the enhanced editions. These got like the extra bonus, you know, the in-games and the G ranks and stuff. This game will not have that because it's not that edition, but it's still a good thing, and it's a good sign because Monster Hunter 4U did such a good, like, it sold so well over in America and North and like everywhere else besides Japan, that maybe Capcom is finally realizing that this is a good game that we want. So the turnaround from 4 Ultimate to Generations is very nice because 4 came out last year and Generations is only coming out a year afterwards, so I was expecting not to be able to play that game for a long time. Number 2, The Division post-launch plans were detailed this week by Ubisoft representatives in a little video that they had earlier. So The Division is going to launch on March 8th, 2016, which is coming up very close, very soon. And it seems like this seems very similar to how the Bungie handled Destiny. So they're talking about Division's year 1 plans, and that it makes sense because Division seems to be their answer for Destiny. It's going to be their multiplayer shooter. So they detailed a bunch of free content that is going to be coming out and 3 paid expansions, which I think one of them is going to be more on the single player side, and then 2 more are going to be enhancements upon the Dark Zone, which is their multiplayer zones. And it seems really awesome. I'm really looking forward to The Division. I got into the beta last week and played around with it, and it's really awesome. And like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with that game, because it seems like that's the kind of game that I wanted Destiny to be, but it looks like they're doing it from the start. So we'll see on March 8th how that game turns out. And finally, number 1, we've got No Man's Sky. My God, man, No Man's Sky. It finally has a release date, and there was a couple other gameplay details that were released this week. It was kind of like a big press kind of open the floodgates, here's all this information kind of thing. The game will release on June 21st, 2016 for PC and PS4, which is awesome. I'm so excited for this game. This game is going to be ridiculous, and the more that people talk about it, the more it just like blows my mind. I think I saw an interview with Sean Murray, I think his name is, who's like kind of like their spokesman, and he described the multiplayer aspect of No Man's Sky to more of a Journey Dark Souls style. And that's kind of confusing to think about, but Journey, you hooked up with one person, you would just come across them, and you would journey together, you wouldn't really do much. And then Dark Souls was more people would come into your game, and it was more of like an invasion kind of thing. You could work together, or you could kill each other, it's fine, whatever. It seems like they're gonna try to find a happy meeting between those two. And that's really awesome, because if this universe is as big as they say it is, and you know, coming across another player, even if there's 100,000 people playing, would be 0 to none. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to handle that multiplayer aspect of that game and keeping you pushing forward to the center of the galaxy. So I'm really excited about that game. Anyways, that was the Friday Countdown here at Sharkpool Gaming. My name is Shane Walters, and thank you guys for watching.